Waddle Dee. Waddle, 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 an adorable side character in the Kirby universe, with his big eyes, blushy face, bandana, and waddle. But unlike Kirby, Meta Knight, or even King Dedede, not that much is known about the Waddle Dee. So, that's what I'm here for, to give them the love they deserve, and let you know just who they are. The Waddle Dees first made their appearance in Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. They were of course the weakest, most basic enemies in the game, and would actually just leave Kirby alone while they ran and hopped around the stage carelessly. As I mentioned earlier, their design is absolutely adorable. They have a similar build to Kirby, both being big puffballs with stubby arms and legs. The Waddle Dees have a tan, pear-shaped face, with giant anime hazel-colored eyes with a blush that's constantly on their face. What are they blushing at? I have no idea, I'm just glad it's there. They also have no mouth, which means I assume they just communicate through adorable gestures. But wait, if they have no mouth, how do they eat? Well, this was actually a question that was answered in the anime Kirby Right Back At Ya. It turns out they just absorb the food through their face, and then chew it like normal. That walks a pretty fine line of being creepy and cute at the same time. As the Kirby series went on, there started to be more and more Waddle Dees, this time with new specializations. There were Parasol Waddle Dees, Snowball Waddle Dees, Walker Waddle Dees. Where do these Waddle Dees keep coming from? Well, Waddle Dees are actually a species of creatures that are native to Planet Popstar, appearing both as enemies and allies throughout the Kirby series. While many of the Waddle Dees do follow King Dedede, many others simply don't. Such as in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, there's plenty of Waddle Dees attacking King Dedede. So, what's their deal? Remember when I said that Waddle Dees in the game tend to just walk around and ignore you? Well, in Super Smash Bros., their trophy states, a carefree creature that wanders the hills and dales of Dreamland, basically harmless to creatures great and small. Their downfall is their intelligence. They're not too smart. And again, in Kirby Right Back At Ya, Professor Curio states, some scholars believe that Waddle Dees roam freely, unless someone gives them food and a place to sleep. Waddle Dees feel that it is their duty to stay and repay their host. By the sounds of it, Waddle Dees are innocent and honorable creatures that mind their own business and wish no harm on anyone. It's possible the only reason they serve King Dedede is probably because he gives them food and a place to live in his big castle. That could also explain why King Dedede is constantly stealing food to persuade and trick the Waddle Dees into being in his army. Again, they're not the smartest creatures, and King Dedede is taking advantage of that. But other times, it works out for the best. In Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, Waddle Dee gets possessed by dark matter. But once Kirby defeats him, the Waddle Dee reverts back to being friendly and thankful to Kirby for saving him, and joins him on the adventures. Waddle Dees have a strong sense of honor. Some more than others. One of the more well-known Waddle Dees is the spear-wielding bandana Waddle Dee. He's appeared in a few games, sometimes acting as King Dedede's sidekick, and other times aligning himself with Kirby. He's one of the few, if not the only Dee to have been shown being on par and equal with Kirby in terms of strength and skill. Bandana Waddle Dee is the most independent of his kind, thinking for himself and actually wanting to learn how to fight, but still keeping that trademarked Waddle Dee kindness. In Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, Bandana Waddle Dee says, "Thank you for protecting everyone in the kingdom when Londia went berserk. Things may look peaceful now, but tough times are always around the bend. I suspect that more challenging battles are in your future. The only one who can save the world is you. I believe in you, Kirby. Good luck." Who are the Waddle Dees? I think now that's a pretty easy question to answer. The Waddle Dees are simple, loyal creatures. They just wish to frolic and have a carefree life. If there's a debt of any kind to be repaid, they'll repay it back tenfold. Who are the Waddle Dees? Essentially, they're who we should strive to be like. A helping hand when need be, loyal to the people who matter most, but most importantly, living every day, being happy, not letting anything get you down, because the most important thing in your life is your life. Living by your own code of ethics and doing what brings a smile or a blush to your face.